What's up, guys? In this live stream, I'm going to render a patio design that I did, and I'm going to be using SketchUp 2021, importing into Lumion 11.3. So I might give it a second, see if we get anyone logging on to watch this live. If not, it'll always be on my SketchUp Architect channel for you to go through the live videos and go back and watch how I did it. So anyways, we'll get started here shortly. And if you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat, or if it's after the live stream, just leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it the best I can. Okay. All right, so we're going to be bringing this into Lumion right about here. So I'm going to go ahead and start popping this in. We'll see if we get anyone logging in to watch this as well. And guys, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the chat. Okay, so let's pop this model in. And hopefully we won't get too many interruptions. So right now I'm importing it into Lumion, and it looks like I've already imported one. We'll go ahead and save over it. And I hope the audio is okay. If it's not, please let me know. I'd be glad to try and fix that if there's an issue. I think we're good though with the audio as far as I can tell. All right, so here we go. We're gonna pop in this model. So this is a SketchUp model, just popping it into Lumion. Let's go ahead and flip this around. All right, if you're just connecting, guys, if you want to say hello in the chat, maybe let me know where you're watching from. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a little rendering here of a patio, just for a little addition to a house using Lumion 11.3 and SketchUp 2021. All right, so let's go ahead. So I'm going to move the trees. So I have the main house here in the middle, and then I have some two houses just on the side as context. And I'm going to move over these trees, all this vegetation that came in with the standard scene from Lumion. So it just makes it a little easier to use one of these preset scenes instead of going through and adding your own trees and stuff. Just kind of makes things a little bit quicker. All right, so here we have the covered patio area, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these windows pretty reflective. I don't really want people to see, since I didn't do much work inside there. I'm going to just make them really reflective, maybe really non-transparent, so you can't really see what's going on in there. Don't really want to draw attention to what's going on beyond that. Okay. Alright, so here we have our cedar roof here. So what we're going to do is give it a little bit of the textured bump. So I'm going to have to go to Materials, Wood, and just have to reinsert it from the SketchUp layer to the Lumion layer, or Lumion Materials. I believe it was this one. So if you can see what it's doing here, I'm going to try to zoom in. you could, let me turn on you can see it really good there. But it doesn't do that unless you reinsert it using this feature here with Lumion. Alright, let's go ahead and add a little bit of weathering to that. Alright, so there we have our roof. Let's go ahead and give our grill some reflectiveness. I'm going to start off with a metal, and I'm going to go with this chrome. And of course that's too shiny, so what I'm going to do, we're just going to reduce that a bit. And we're going to get rid of the relief. Probably scale it up some. And we could possibly do maybe some weathering. Let's see if that would help a little. Maybe not. Maybe just a real small amount. And go ahead over here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this material and paste it here. I'm going to give my counter some reflective qualities. Alright, so we have some stone here. We're going to go ahead and adjust this. Alright. Alright, so there we go. So we have a little bit of texture going on there. So let's add some stuff to our floor here. I have a concrete, and I want that to be a little bit textured. So let's go over here to my concretes, and I believe I was using this one. Okay, now for my grass, I'm going to go ahead and use this natural terrain here, and I could adjust some of adjust the size of it and a couple other things here as well. So if I go to nature, landscape grass, and we can change the size of it here. Here we have some stone. Go to outdoor. Actually, go to various soil. There's some nice, soil types in Lumion. And you know what, I kind of like this one right here, so I'm going to go with that. Alright. And we'll add some texturing to this one as well. Try the same here for my stones for my fire pit. See if we can find a good one. I think we'll go with that and maybe darken it up. And then we'll go to apply the effect of the fire. volumetric fire. You kind of see what it's doing up here. And we don't need it to be that high, so we'll keep it kind of low. And we can turn up the intensity. Okay. Alright, so we have our glass here, another glass. Again, I'm going to make it pretty reflective. Don't really want people to see what's going on beyond there. Let me darken it up some. Alright, so here we have some kind of a play area here. And you know what, I'm going to try one of Lumion's plastic settings. Let's see if this works nice or not. Let's see. I'm going to go with this and see if we can modify it slightly. I'm just going to paste this to these other ones as well. Excuse me. Here we're going to have an artificial turf here, so I'm going to see what type of grasses I can use for this. We'll have to go to maybe well, I'm not sure if 3D grass will work. Actually, I could do kind of like that. We'll stick with that for our artificial turf. I'm going to darken up this patio. I'll drink a little water here. Okay, so far it's looking okay. All right, let's go over here. And I'm gonna try to override this roof choose another one just so I can give it, I like the color, I just need it to have a little bit of bump to it. So I'm gonna have to override it here. And actually this might not work. I don't want it to change all that. So let's go back and we're gonna have to just use that flat texture. Thank you, Nehemiah. Where are you watching from? All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some vegetation to this, and I want a pretty clean look. Let's see if we can find some grass, and let's see if this works. Something kind of a little bit modern looking, hopefully. I'm going to see if I can bring this all the way across. Actually, I'll bring it to here for now. Kind of randomize it. Just, you know, you don't want it to look so uniform. Just kind of makes it look weird. And maybe about there. Maybe a little more. And what I'm going to do is change that hue of green. Don't really like that tone of green it has. Alright, so we'll leave that for now. Let's see if we can find something else for here. Go to some of my favorites here. We'll just put some low-lying shrubs. And maybe we'll put a little strip of these over here. Let's delete that. All right. And I'm going to add some more of this junipers just across my fence over here. And we'll start here and just come all the way down. And if you want to turn, I believe we hit Control, hold down Control, and you can actually get it to follow a path. So I'm going to go there. So what I'm going to do is delete that. And then we want, let's see, we don't want to randomize direction. So we want direction to go one way, and then I'm going to undo a lot of these so it's really a straight line. And these might be too thick for what I'm trying to do. So what I'm going to have to do is go ahead and hit OK. Let's go ahead and select all of those, and I'm going to scale them down. And unfortunately, this didn't work as nice as I wanted it to. Let's go ahead and see if we could still make it work. So I'm just going to make a copy of these. Try it again. Okay, so it looks like we got some different sizes here. I'm not sure what happened there. I must have not selected all of them when I scaled it. But I don't mind it being a little bit different. And I don't even mind these being bigger over here. So for my vegetation, I could get rid of some of this variations here. Just kind of paint it so it's all nice and green. Okay, and I'm gonna add a tree here just for context. So let's go to trees and we'll just add some. Let's go ahead and add a different type of tree. So I'm just adding a little bit more context to this. Just in case I get different views. Alright, so it's looking good. Alright, so I'm going to add a couple vehicles in here. And I'm going to import it. Actually, I'm going to go to import, and I believe I just downloaded a couple of them. So let's start with this Silverado here. Oh, gave me 2 for 1. Actually, gave me a whole bunch of them. Ah, that's way too much. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to fix that in SketchUp. So let's go ahead and open that file up. We'll separate it out to just one vehicle. And it gives a whole bunch of them from 3D Warehouse. And you know, I kind of like this. I think I need a black one. Actually, I need a white one. This is the one I want, so I'm gonna get rid of all these other ones. Well, they gave you every color in there. All right, so we're gonna save it right here. I'm gonna save as, and we'll just save this as Silverado. We'll call it white. And actually, I may have to save it down. Sometimes it doesn't want to open up the latest SketchUp versions in Lumion 11. So I just made a habit of saving it down just so I don't have that problem. But all right, so let's go ahead and import that one, that white one, and we'll put it under cars. Okay, there we go. Now we got a truck. Let's go ahead and pop that truck in there. Now the reason why I'm doing this specific truck is because the client actually has a truck like this. So I think it's really nice if you can actually, you know, you put some of the client's things in there. It just makes it a little more personal for them when they're checking out your model, your rendering. And this, I'm not sure if I want to make it glass, and I don't because it's not really set up for that. So let's go back, change it. We'll just give it a reflectiveness. Let's go ahead and hit copy. And we'll make this, let's see. Yeah, the glass is just not working for this model. So just gonna make it really reflective. Maybe brighten it up this, I think I can make this chrome. Let's go to chrome right here. I'm gonna make that dark. It's kind of tied to this pillar right here. I don't really like that, but not a huge deal. Okay, so let's add a chrome to this tire. All right, so I think this is good. Don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the vehicle. And there's one other vehicle I want to import. So let's try that. Let's try to import another vehicle. Let's go to place or import, and let's see if we get this nice little terrain in here. Put it under cars. And whoa, it's huge. Okay. I'm not sure if this one's gonna work. Let's see if we could get it scaled down. Yeah, this model might not work. It's a little bit too rough there. It doesn't look good, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's get rid of this one. It's a hit or miss sometimes when you're downloading them from 3D Warehouse. Let's see if I can find another one. And I don't think there is. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Alright, we'll leave that alone, and we'll go back to, let's just pop in an SUV from Lumion's library. So we go to transportation, SUVs. Let's see if we can find something nice. And we'll go with, let's go with this nice little Mercedes here. Metallic paint. All right, there we go. So we have vehicle there. We got that going on. And I'm going to add a little bit more vegetation along this wall as well. And I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Hopefully not working too late if you're working. We'll just add some vegetation over here. It's pretty big. Alright, so there we have carport. Alright, so let's add a little bit of furniture in here. I'm gonna have a patio set that might fit. Let's see. And it might be too big for this one. Actually might just be just right. Yeah, it's not quite gonna work, so we're gonna have to do a different setup for this. And let's go to Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's add a little bit of furniture out here. I think I have some planters we can add. Okay. Let's add some chairs for our fire pit. Okay, so I'm just trying to leave this path clear, and let's go ahead and see if we can add some kids playing in here. How about that? Let's see. Yeah, some 2D people, some 3D. We like the 3D, so let's see what we can find. Actually put someone sitting on here. Let's see if that works. All right, let's try. Some plane. Not sure if the kids are helping too much with the thing here. All right, let's place them a little bit further out. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and add some render settings to this. Let's go ahead to render, and I'm going to delete these default scenes here, and we'll start with a whole new one. So let's go with a custom style. Let's do a realistic, see what that starts off at. Okay, so what I want to do, let's change a couple things. Change the color correction. Let's change a little bit of the brightness for the shadow. And let's go ahead and see if we can change the direction of the sun. See if we get a better sun position here. And we're going to change the camera to give us a 2-point perspective, so keep everything nice and straight. And let's go to, we'll sharpen it up. Let's brighten up the sky some. Go to color correction, add a little bit of vibrance, maybe a little bit more contrast. Another thing that sometimes helps is the bloom. We add a little bit of that, just kind of make the brights pop a little bit more. Okay, so I think that's good for one view. One more thing, actually, let's change the reflection. Let's add some reflected planes to our windows, so they kind of reflect what's around. That's the only two that are in this scene here. It's a little bit too reflective, I think. I just don't want people to see what's going on beyond there. So let's see if this works. Yeah, that's a little better. I like that. And maybe let's try playing with our shadows again. I don't know if I want it to be that harsh. We'll leave it like that for now. All right, let's get another view. Let's get a view of our carport over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a view and copy these settings, and I'm going to add one more effect, which is the near clip plane. Let's go back. So I want to edit, copy the effects, and edit, paste the effects here. And we're going to go to near clip plane, so I can back up, and I should be able to get rid of that fence. Right about there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save that view. So what I want to do is change the sun angle again to get our shadows working for us for this scene. So So maybe about there. That looks kind of nice. Alright, so let's get another angle. So we have one about there. Get one of our fire pit area, looking back at our play area. And I'm going to go ahead and copy these effects again. And again, we're going to change our heading or our shadows, see if we can get something that works better. And I don't like the way the sun angle is, so I could change that setting. Let's go to this clear view. So that's not bad. Let's see what happens if we get it going the other way. Kind of like that, but let's see if we can bring down some of the exposure, or maybe just some of the brightness and color correction. Okay, let's see if this vibrance helps out a bit. Okay, I like that, so I'm going to save that. And let's back up a little bit more, see if we can get some shots of our patio here, our covered patio. I think I could use this same setting here for this one. And it looks pretty dark down here, and also the reflection. Let's add a couple more reflective planes to these windows. And I'm going to go ahead and try to adjust our sun position again. So I kind of like that, but my shadow's a little too dark. So let's go ahead and brighten our shadows so we can see a little bit more of what's going on in here. Okay, I'm going to save that. And let's see if we get a shot in here. Let's paste some settings, and don't really like that too much. So let's see if we can do something different here. Let's see. It's looking really dark in there. Let's see if we can adjust our shadows. Might have to increase our exposure. Okay, that's a little better. Let's maybe adjust our shadow again. Let's go to color correction. Okay, we'll go with that for now. And see if we get some better view in here. Maybe a view looking out. Okay. I kind of like that right there. Let's add a little bit of reflection right here since we're looking at this. And I'm going to go ahead and place an object here. Not that, here we go. All right. All right, looking good so far. I noticed one thing here. I need to add some material properties to that. I'm just going to copy what I had on the grill and then just hit paste. And there we go. Should all be the same. And we'll do one more view kind of from inside here. I'm going to copy these settings. I'm going to get a little closer. There we go. And I'm going to do one more, just a little bit out here to kind of see what's going on with the roof and everything. And for this, I'm going to get rid of the 2-point perspective. See if we can change the sun angles. And I believe I need to update my model so that you don't see that roof beyond there looking kind of funky. So I'm going to click here, click update, and it should update in a second or two. And it didn't, so let's see what happened there. Maybe I didn't save it. Hit save as, and we'll make sure we save it over the original. And let's go back to our model, and now let's hit update, and it should update correctly this time. There we go. All right. All right, guys, so that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and render these images. I'm going to go to Photo, Render, Photo Set, and I'll go ahead and save this in a folder directory here. Okay, so it should only take a few seconds to render all these images, and then I'll just touch them up with the Windows Photo Editor, and that'll be it. So I'll be done with this render, and that'll be it. So it didn't take too long. That's one of the things I love about Lumion, is that it's just so quick and easy to use, and it can give you a pretty realistic rendering so that you can give your client a real good idea of what their remodel or addition is going to look like. So pretty neat, pretty cool. And you know what, I could go ahead and start editing them while they're saving. So let's go back and let's go to that folder, and let's see what adjustments we can make. So I always like to go and maybe adjust the clarity of them, maybe even add a little bit more lightness, maybe a little more color. Could adjust the highlights too, kind of make certain things pop a bit more. All right, let's go ahead and save that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the same with all these, you know, kind of adjust the shadows, clarity, the colors sometimes. All right. Just kind of makes the image pop a little bit more when you just do a little bit of editing after a little bit of post-process editing. Okay. And let's see, I think we have a couple more images that may have just saved right here. All right. And hey guys, if you like this, if you like what you're seeing, you want to see more videos like this, kind of these live tutorials, just like and subscribe to this channel, and yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's a certain type of thing you'd like to see me either model or render with Lumion and SketchUp. Those are kind of the two I've been using lately. Alright guys, so I think that is the last image, and there we go. So there is our Lumion renderings of our SketchUp model for this particular project. I hope you guys liked it. I want to do more videos like this, just so remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right now. Thanks.